What's up, folks? It's Mikey with Southeast Foxbody. Here again, Friday night, Foxbody Friday. It's in the background. Want to talk to y'all a little bit about something I've noticed a lot in pretty much every Foxbody group on the internet. A lot of you guys seen it. I made a post about it in my personal Facebook the other day. I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop asking how much your car is worth in Facebook groups. I know we've seen the posts. I know that some of y'all are thinking, dude, like, why? You know, there's so many other avenues. You're sitting there on a computer. You're sitting there with a phone in your hand. And here you are asking people that will eat you alive, basically, in these groups, as I like to call them, Facebook auto appraisers, for value of your car. So I'm going to give you a little rundown. Let's get in these people's heads a little bit. Let's see what's, let's give you an example of how this starts out. So here you are. It's Friday night. You're hanging out in your parents' basement, where you stay most of the time, playing on the internet, kind of bored, so you log off of Pornhub or OnlyFans or whatever website you freaks that can't get laid look at, and you think, let's get on Facebook and let's go one of these groups, and man, I got this Fox and I can't decide if I want to sell it or I want to keep it, or let's get on here and ask everybody what my car is worth. Okay, folks, this might get deleted, but this is my 91 convertible GT. It's got X amount of miles. It's got a GT40 intake, a little bit of blow-by. Interior is kind of a 4 out of 8. Paint's about a 2 out of 8. And they're going on and on and on and on in this post, and they're posting pictures. And you're reading through it and you're like, God, man, this is fixing to get ugly. Because like I said, the Facebook auto appraisers group is going to come out of the woodwork here, and they're going to slaughter you. Everybody, a lot of people don't know where to look or how to find out things. And there's a lot of us on the internet that'll be glad to help when we're given the opportunity. So I just want to give you guys a little advice, for those of y'all watching this. There's other methods out there that are more useful than getting in a random group and asking people what your car's worth. Between your phone and your computer, do a little research. Look up cars in your year and model, your specs, automatic, manual, convertible, hatch, GT, LX, notchback, whatever you want to call it, whatever you have. And, start doing a little research, eBay, bring a trailer, just different avenues, all right, well, this car sold for this much, okay? Because at the end of the day, the bottom line number is what everybody wants. So find a car like yours and look at it and say, okay, this is what my car looks like, and this car sold for this amount of money. Then you got to start deducting, like, all right, well, this car had perfect paint and my car is missing, half the paint on the fender and the hood. Deduct a little money from that. All right, well, this car's interior's, got one or two little spots, and my car looks like a pack of cougars got a hold of it. And I'm not talking about the 40-year-old women that you find in a bar. I'm talking about like animal cougar. So, you go through, make your own, little list of things and do your research. Don't just pop up and go banging on your keyboard and going through stuff on the internet, and asking, what's my car worth? What do you guys think about this? And because they're going to eat you alive. I put my post up on my Facebook page, and a couple of my buddies, all Fox guys, they're like, one of my favorite ones was, another comment that I dislike I dislike that almost as much as, what color should I paint it? Or what oil should I use? What tires fit my car? And other host of stupid questions. With the modern technology we have available today with the internet, you can find just about anything you want to know about these cars especially. That, another favorite comment of mine, and I've said this before too, like J.R. Ewing said, and those of y'all that are too young to remember what Dallas is, that TV show, not the city or in Texas. Well, it's about that, but anyway, if you have to ask about how much it costs, you probably can't afford it. That's a pretty good indication of things. Most of us that are fortunate enough to have a really nice Fox, we would never have to go on the internet and ask what it's worth, because we already know. And we would never have to go on the internet, tossing around ideas selling it, because we've got a list a mile long of people want to buy it. Another favorite one is a good friend of mine, Brian Prince. I love when they ask for opinions, so you give them one and then they go on the attack. Boy, ain't that the damn truth. You'll tell somebody something, they'll ask you. And not only that group, they'll ask in 10 other, the same base groups, the same question. And boy, you'll give them an answer, because they want opinions. And not everybody's opinion correlates with theirs. And brother, they get mad and they go on the defensive, and it turns into an argument. Then it's like, why'd you even bother? My old buddy Mark Houlihan, those don't know Mark, he's pretty much been around Mustang stuff probably longer than I've been on Earth, because he's old. But he's a good dude. The term ask hole. Ask a question, do the very opposite. If you have a teenager in your home, you've dealt with this on the daily. Yep, I've got teenagers. I do, 2 of them. And that's another good question, for sure. Let's see what else we got going on here. Another one that was a personal favorite was another buddy of mine commented and said, the wording that a lot of people use, just testing the waters. You test the waters when you're getting in a swimming pool or the ocean. You don't test the waters getting on the internet trying to sell your car. Just, either be in or out. Don't half-ass it here. Do something, but I'm testing the waters. That's pretty much plain English or a code word for, you'll never be able to afford my price that I'm going to put on my car that ain't worth half of what I'm offering, but I'm going to put it out here anyway. And I'm not saying here, let's get something straight before I get the hate mail. I'm not out here, claiming to be an expert at this. I don't have Kelly Blue Book or Haggerty stamped on my ass anywhere to give me some kind of special privilege. I don't have a certificate hanging on the wall that, gives me some kind of extra step above everybody else. I just use common sense. Again, one of my last videos, we talked about common sense. I kind of can put things together and do my own research. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's one of the biggest things in all these groups. And like I said, there's so many of them, but you guys out there have seen this. Time and time again, like every other day. If it's not, hey, like my buddy, like one of my guys was saying here, what color to paint it, or what kind of tires will fit on it, or what's the back spacing of those wheels, or let's see, what's another one? God, there's just so many, it's hard to keep up. But I just kind of want to throw that out to you guys on a little quick thing. Friday night, getting ready to kind of settle in for the evening. That kind of thing's been kind of weighing on my mind all week. Just want to bring it up, have a little fun, and stir up, make some people mad, because that's one thing I'm really good at. So don't get too offended by it if you're one of those people. But hey, let's try to do a little learning, a little bit of research, before we jump on the internet and start asking questions to random strangers that really don't know the answers either. Anyway, man, have a good night. Y'all have fun. Behave yourselves. Don't do anything stupid this weekend, and if you do, please name it after me. Y'all have a good one.